Yo, we recorded. Yo, testing 1 2. We up now. Cause I'm up right now. And you stuck right now. Can y'all hear me? Yow. Yow. Nigga. 9-4 plus 5 penny. Add that shit up, nigga. Bow wow. We gonna need a widescreen for this one. Testing 1 2. Smash the like button. Yeah, Khalil Khalil going off on y'all. Let me approve his comment. Y'all better listen to my man Khalil. Yeah, we about to get started. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah. Boom, doom. Peep how we doing. Peep how we doing. And I came to ruin. And what the fuck? Do, do, do. 1 second. Chicken, you hurt. Sigel, you hurt. Man, YouTube is switching some stuff. I have no idea why this is not working. Whatever. We're gonna just run it. How's everybody doing today? The Stream King is back. And we gotta talk about it. You guys feeling good? I like the new tone. I don't even know what that means. What tone? What does that mean? Oh, now I want to start working. Okay. Yeah, somebody leave a comment so I can see if this shit is working. Okay, we working now, baby. I was about to say, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Yeah, it's working now. I can see the chat. I can see Mike Tyson. I'm not a textbook fighter. I fight to win. Totally to win. Not jab right, jab right. Hey, y'all see that video I did? Mike Tyson looking ripped as ever. 53 years old. Diesel. Yeah, now that's coming in. Okay. I like that. Yeah, man, I told you we back up, back to the races. And we about to destroy these races. We off to the races. Yeah. This shit kinda, who is this? Yo. Smash that like button and stop fronting. Look, smash that like button and stop fronting. Oh, this that. Oh my God. I forgot about that. That shit. Man, let's get started because I was about to. That was a whole vibe right there. Rest in peace to Prodigy. Yeah, man, I'm about to get started. Y'all seen the link. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's about to be. Let me get my levels right. We recording? Alright. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. And I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel. All that good stuff. Yo, what the hell? Hold on, let me check one thing. I'm sorry. I just looked at something and Okay, we good. How's everybody doing today? We about to get started. That song was good. You like that? Yeah, that old mob. Yeah, we the mob now. Let me turn this down a couple clicks. So, yeah, man, I'm about to go in. I hope y'all ready. We about to go in. We're going to have some fun. We going to be spending a lot of quality time together. We about to go in on this Dazn shit. And listen. So sorry, my allergies are tearing me up. But it don't stop nothing. Yo, smash the like button. I'm gonna say this quick disclaimer, and I'm about to get started. You know? I'm about to get started. First of all, I built this channel from the ground up. I have full 100% ownership and creative control. I definitely take input more so from people that I know and trust that have been on the channel. You know, my man D Bevel, right? Anybody like that, Cursor, Icy, like the people, you know, you see the regulars, you know, Kennedy Linder, you see the regulars on the channel. But what we won't do is stop talking about these situations, especially as they pertain to old media, because they getting fried right now. Old media is getting fried right now. And in the words of Tupac Shakur, niggas love to scream peace after they start some shit. This whole Dazn situation, I didn't create it. I didn't start it. But I will finish it. The stuff that I'm about to go, so don't come into my channel telling me, oh yeah, you're still talking about Dazn and all this shit. Oh, who cares? Because that is not what old media was saying when I was making videos, merely saying my piece, had questions. So now you're going to get this work. Keep that same energy. And if you don't want to be here, then don't be here. You don't want to talk about this, don't talk about it. But we going to say our piece. Because this, I'm telling you, like I said, like Pac said, niggas love to scream peace after they start some shit. Now that old media is destitute and looking like liars, and everything that they said regarding Dazn and all that stuff looks to be false. Now they want to switch the subject. Now they want to change the record. Now they don't want to talk about it. But I want to talk about it still, because this is what I told you motherfuckers from the beginning. So we're not doing that. I'm not playing that game, bro. Yeah, he said Dazn begging for mercy. Man, your pity is for the weak. There will be no mercy over here, because this is everything that we have been talking about on this side, the real side. You know, this is everything that we, for the last 2 years since the Dazn inception or whatever. So y'all gonna get this work. I'm doing several videos about this because old media gonna get that work. It's looking ugly right now. Yeah, super ugly. Let me blow my nose and I'm gonna get ready. Phenomenal Mexican, I see you. Bye bye pay-per-view. Dazn's new slogan. I didn't mean to blow all in your ear. My allergies be whooping my ass in Northern California. But we still mobbing though. Digital mob, what's up? Let's get it. Man, old media getting that work. Hey, Dazn, man, you gotta do something, baby. Nigga, everybody listening. Man, this is, the Lord works in mysterious ways. And when it comes to this boxing shit, we just can't lose. I don't know what I've done to bestow this type of, rewards and the fruits of my labor. But I'm all for it. I've been talking about this stuff. You've seen the title. Now, there was a lot of people when I'm gonna tell you what happened, and I don't even feel like y'all want me to go all the way in or a little bit in. You know what I'm saying? Somebody took y'all want like Ego Valley in, or you want me to just go a little bit in and just kick the facts? Shout out to Donald Simpson Jr. Oh, it was bye-bye pay-per-view earlier this year. Facts. DAZN's chickens have come to roost. Facts. Let me know how much y'all want me to go in, because I got I got a lot of stuff to say. So I want the fans to kind of navigate me through this. Y'all want me to go all the way in or just go in? Y'all can let me know in that comment section and smash the like button. Y'all petty. Somebody said no mercy all the way in. Ego Valley. Go in, bro. Kill him. Bro, y'all sound like fucking Chucky or something. Yeah, remember when Chucky's head was detached and the body was on that dude choking him? And he was like, yeah, fuck him, kill them all. That's how y'all sound. Ade dui dembalaya tuzeme. Esta quanimo, give me the power, I beg of you. Y'all fucking demonic and shit. So I said, annihilate them, go all the way in. I love y'all, man, because y'all petty just like me. Y'all real petty. I'm all the way up. I'm going all the way in. All right, fuck it. We going in. So, the bottom line is this. Eddie Hearn came over to America talking that talk. Eddie Hearn was nose in the air, prude, arrogant, cocky, confident. Like, I don't have a problem with confidence, but cockiness, arrogance, boastfulness, right? These are the things that posh at British shit. He came over here talking about, oh yeah, we got more money, and and y'all let this white man with blue eyes sell you a dream. See, when certain people say stuff, it seems to be instantaneously received and just, taken as gospel. Y'all let this white man with blue eyes come in and say his piece, and you automatically assumed that because he wears suits, he's clean cut, blue eyes, that what he's saying is the gospel, and he brought a certain level of juju or energy into the sport of boxing when he started doing them videos, and it brought in the idiots, we like to call them, who were co-signing all that bullshit. How about now? In the words of Drake. How about now? Because it's looking real grim. All that stuff, none of the stuff held up. None of it held up to the standard that Eddie Hearn had said. Remember? And this is why I got to take you. I feel like Roy Jones. Y'all must have forgot. Didn't I just say that? Y'all must have forgot. Pensacola, smash the like button. Right? Y'all must have forgot. So I had to take you on a trip down memory lane about all these things that we talked about. Because when I was saying it, when it was just, see, this is the thing. It's like a science fair project. You start the project, it's a hypothesis. It's your thesis, it's your theory and what you think will happen. But after you run the experiment, then it's no longer a hypothesis. It's the actual evidence. That's where we're at with this Dazn experiment, right? It's no longer just our theories and thoughts. See, when this first came out, I was objective and I gave Dazn an opportunity, like I do to anybody, to come in the game and somehow improve boxing. But I had several questions about how they were running stuff from the inception, from the beginning, right? And then back then, when it first came out, it remained to be seen if what I was saying would be true or what Dazn was talking about and Eddie Hearn was talking about, if that would be true. This is no longer the case right now. It's no longer, oh, we got to wait and see what happens. Bro, I see what's happening. You see what's happening. This is no longer just thoughts and theories. Smash the like button. I'm taking y'all to church. It's okay. Sit down in your little pews. The deacon is among us. The deacon is speaking. I know old media in here, and they peeping, but they ain't speaking because the deacon is speaking. I had a good weekend. Bars, let's get it. So, Eddie Hearn, let's think of all the foolishness and cocky, arrogant, posh things that he was saying to introduce Dazn. And truth be told, I said this from the beginning. DAZN, the people up top, like Blavnik or whatever, the billionaire, he probably just some dude with money. But this is why you have to understand the sport of boxing. Boxing is like no other sport. It really is. It's not a team sport. You got guys that have the most praise and, amateur career. They could get knocked out. Look at like Antoine Douglas or Carlos Balderas, Victor Ortiz. All these guys showed a lot of promise. I'm not saying like Balderas or whatever can't, rise or whatever. But everybody thought that, man, these guys are going to be undefeated for some time. They showed a lot of praise and they had setbacks in their career. You see what I'm saying? So you can't control stuff like that in boxing. Boxing is like, you got to really, to be in boxing, you got to really kind of know, and to really make good money and stuff, you got to really be on your shit. Like, not necessarily like YouTubers and stuff like that. I'm talking about to be in the business, like have a thriving boxing business. That's why you see PBC and Top Rank and stuff, they've really been in it for a minute, Top Dogs and stuff, right? Eddie Hearn came in knowing nothing about American boxing and just came over with the wrong energy. Like, I can understand you trying to break through new ground. That's business. You want to diversify and expand. But you let this man sell you a dream. And it's so funny to me. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe it's because he's white with blue eyes or something. Like Trump, you just assume what he's saying is gospel. I don't know. But it sounds really funny right now because let's revisit what he was saying. When DAZN, they came out, just so you guys know, they announced and came out on it like softly in 2018. So it's not like they just came out last year. They were out in 2018. They had fights like Amir Khan, Samuel Vargas. That was a DAZN fight, or that was on DAZN, aired on DAZN and shit. They did a New York luncheon or press conference or whatever. So Eddie Hearn came out and said he was going to sign Broner, doesn't have him. Errol Spence doesn't have him. Neither Charlo doesn't have either, right? He was going to sign Wilder, doesn't have. He was going to sign Mikey Garcia. He just now got Mikey Garcia in February when he just fought Jesse Vargas. After Mikey Garcia got slaughtered by Errol Spence, a fight that nobody told him to fight. So Mikey is playing, like, shout out to him. He making whatever, making it do what it do. DAZN paying some crazy amount of money. He playing the field. But bro, these are just stupid business moves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you shouldn't want Mikey Garcia. He's a quality fighter, off of one loss or not. He lost to a bigger man or whatever. But you're taking him off of a loss and putting him in a fight that no one's even really asking for, and you're overpaying him. So that's great for him and his family and the Garcias and stuff, but it's bad for your business model. This is all of what I've said to you guys. Bro, that shows a level of desperation. You're signing a guy who not only lost, but he lost to Errol Spence. I was at the fight. He lost bad. I don't think he even refutes that he lost bad. He lost every single round. And then you finally get him. So all the time he was undefeated and 4 division champ, you never got him. And then he's willing to work with you after when you're paying crazy. And he's coming off of a 12-round shutout to Errol Spence. That's just bad business, man. Like I said, it's not bad that they want him because, again, he's still a good fighter off of one loss. But you're paying him something that nobody would be willing to pay him for a Jesse Vargas fight. Like, if you got Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia and pay him $7 million, okay, that's different because you could maybe do some numbers with that because Pacquiao looked good versus Thurman. But you overpaying for a shit fight that no one even asked for. That is nowhere in the realm of memorable. These are the business decisions. Now you basically have DAZN waving the white flag and Eddie Hearn waving the white flag, talking about, oh, the fighters are getting overpaid and it's partly my fault, partly DAZN's fault. No, nigga. It's all your fault. What you talking about is partly my fault. This is all your fault. This is all your fault. What you talk about is kind of our fault. It's blood. It's all your fault, blood. Ain't nobody else's fault, but it's your fault, blood. Like what? What are you talking about? It's kind of my fault. It's kind of Dazon's fault. It's partly our fault. It's all the way your fault. Cause you look through the whole Gary Shaw promotions, TGB promotions, PBC promotions, Top Rank promotion. Ain't nobody offering no weird ass checks like that for that level of fight. Now, you might get paid if you're putting on a big event or it's going like let's say Errol Spence, Sean Porter. That's a pay-per-view. So yeah, they probably got a pretty pity. That's different though. So ain't nobody in boxing from fucking All-Star Boxing to Gary Shaw to all these motherfuckers that is paying $7 million for a fight like Jesse Vargas. He wasn't even a welterweight. His best win in recent memory was Humberto Soto, a 40, 50-year-old dude that was balding that Matisse slaughtered years ago, and he wasn't even really a 54-pounder. Man, come on, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is what happens when you don't know boxing. When you don't know boxing, bro. And this is what I think. My truth, just be the realest shit I ever wrote. Like, the thing that happened is you got the people up top that were trying to create a sports app, and boxing's the easiest sport to get into at first because it's not like NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, which has specific licensing and relationships that are already established. Not everyone can you can't have a fly-by-night app and then just get rights to the NFL. It just don't work like that. Even on the NFL game, I'll be watching my Niners and shit, right? They tell you reproduction of this broadcast is punishable by federal, blah, blah, blah. You can't air the fight because they own that. They keep that in-house. You can't just be airing the fight without paying, So, man, it was just looking ugly, bro. Yo, fighters took advantage. Man, why you delete your comment, Renee? I'm in the middle of reading your shit. You deleted it. That was weird. Yeah, Hearn is the worst to put in a boxing company in America. His stuck-up attitude didn't work. Facts. See, Renee, why you delete your other comment? You be putting fire. But see, I'm glad you said that. It is that. I told you from the beginning. Y'all, I think, see, and probably even Eddie Hearn, I know he probably seen some of these videos and stuff where I had saying my 2 cents, and he was probably like, oh yeah, I'll show him. I'll show new media and all this stuff. This is who cares about this little YouTuber? That's the type of attitude. This is the type of posh attitude that they have. They look, oh, this little YouTuber, he can't stop nothing, or his opinion doesn't matter. But I told you, new media, we control the narrative. I told you nothing goes down in boxing in America if we ain't involved. We are the streets. We the ones that produce the currency to get to the fights, to buy merchandise, to buy the pay-per-view. So I promise you they didn't expect this. And I told you, it's just a matter of how you come about. You can't go to someone else's set and territory and just take over like that and talk about it before you accomplish anything. Oh, America takeover. If I was Top Rank and PBC, I'd be worried. And then you did that, and then your dumb ass did that, and then Top Rank and then PBC started working together and putting on a fight like Wilder Fury. So if anything, you coming over and forewarning people was bad business because you talked too much before you actually did it. See, when I do stuff, for the most part, I'm not perfect, but I try to actually execute before I mention it. You see what I'm saying? Because that way, then it's done, and no, like, people could copy, but it's too late. I've already done it. You know what I'm saying? But if I had an idea and I hadn't executed, then somebody could hear my idea and then just run with it and get it off before I do. This is what Eddie Hearn did. Hey, Renee, you tripping because you was leaving heat. It was looking like. So I told you Eddie Hearn's approach wasn't going to work in America. Talking about American takeover and everybody else should have fear. Eddie is here and all this weird shit. You know what I mean? Smash the like button. I told you we about to go in. Digital mob. So that didn't make sense from the get-go. And you guys let Eddie Hearns sell you a dream. All these fighters he was supposed to get. They said they was acquiring the rights to other sports. What sports? What sports that are interesting to Americans does DAZN have outside of Bellator and boxing, which they had from the beginning? Eddie Hearn is on record saying, wait till you see the other sports we acquire. Bruh, they don't have any sports that's popping in America, you know, that they didn't already have, like boxing and Bellator. Name one sport. They be doing darts and croquet and like pinochle and weird shit, bro. Name a sport that's popping in America that they got. Nobody want to see no fucking poker and tetherball tournaments and shit. We do that, man. What? I'd rather pay $100 for a month of fans only, not DAZN. You nasty, bro. This man want that OnlyFans account. Yo, wildin'. But bro, what sport does DAZN have? So again, this was probably their end game. This was their goal to acquire other sports. But you can't talk about what you don't already have and start promoting it. You know what I mean? And start selling that to people, and then you don't produce. Hey, we're gonna get Broner and Wilder and all these fighters you like, and you don't get none of them. We're going to acquire the rights to all these sports shows that you guys will like. You don't acquire anything, you know? My man Renee says, fighters took advantage of big, easy paychecks due to DAZN's ignorance of the Western market. Facts. Buying air cricket, that's what I'm saying. Foosball tournaments and shit. Ain't nobody going to pay this. Man, what? Ain't nobody paying $100 a year for that. You know, I love a game of air hockey. You know, foosball's cool. But I ain't finna pay to watch no other motherfuckers out of shape and shit playing foosball. What? Bro, I seen like 5 seconds of the darts tournament. Motherfucker had a beer belly and shit. He a pro athlete. The motherfucker throwing darts. And he built like Uncle Buck. Man, stop playing with me, bro. He ain't no professional athlete throwing a fucking dart. Looking out of shape and shit. What? Motherfucker, what? I'll throw the dart. Let me throw the dart. Give me a couple of tries. I'll be raw at that. Bro, y'all getting aired out in the old media. So, this shit was bound to fail. And you see it. I know you see it. I know you see it. In and out the trap, bro. I know you see it, bro. Y'all better stop playing with me. I told you. The prodigal son has returned. So, Eddie Hearn just promising a bunch of shit. This is what happened. You let Eddie Hearn pimp you. The Blavatnik or whatever the fuck his name is. All these dudes, John Skipper, because see, this is the thing. This is what I really believe now. They don't know shit about boxing. They just wanted to create a sports app. Fair play. You enlisted the service of Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar don't even be at his own fights and shit. I don't even know where he be half the time. That motherfucker be on TMZ more than he be on his own fights. So that was already a dub. Oscar De La Hoya also has a bad relationship with some of his fighters, or at least there was turmoil, you know, with him and Canelo, him and Ryan Garcia. And I do think this. I think De La Hoya, if he had Matchroom stable, he'll probably do a better job because he at least knows American boxing and he's an American boxer, right? But yeah, this is who you enlist the services of. A Brit. So just listen how stupid this shit is. And I ain't got no problem where you from and nothing. I'm just telling you, listen how stupid. So De La Hoya, who's getting sued all the time and has issues with drugs and obviously has a discord with some of his fighters and doesn't have the stable. That's one person. And then the other person is a British dude. So a random British dude who ain't done shit in America is supposed to be the one that takes over America. Where they do this at, bro? Where do they do this at? Please let me know what continent this is fashionable. Where you thought a British dude with no American stable, really, with no proven track record of any American fight. Name a Eddie Hearn fight in America that was bigger than any Mayweather fight in Mayweather's last 8 fights. You know what I'm saying? Even Joshua Ruiz, that wasn't supposed to be a big fight. That was, hey, we're scrambling because Gerald Miller failed a fucking drug test, so we need to replace him with somebody. And it was thought that Ruiz was going to be a step over. So it wasn't like the pulse for that fight was like so crazy. It happened to be a good fight, yes. But that's by design because Ruiz had other plans. But it was not no big conglomerate type of fight where everybody was just like, oh, man, this is coming, you know, like Mayweather De La Hoya or something. Kevin Slims, what's up? Couldn't get big names, overpaid the C-level talent they had, switched over to tubers. Oh, you going in and wonder why they having money problems. Well, that about sums it up. Bruh, how are people on YouTube who actually watch boxing all the time, you know, able to distinguish and see this stuff, but Dazn couldn't see this shit? Man, get them out of here, bro. And you wonder, like my man said, you wonder why you having money problems. Bro, you wonder why you having money problems when Canelo and Triple G alone getting $500 million for a stupid ass, you know, crazy ass pay so you can show people you have money. And that's not even the most fucked up part. You could pay Canelo a fucking $1 a fight. I don't give a fuck. That's not what, because I know people, oh, you're hating on Canelo. Let Canelo get his money. You know, the groupie fans, the man fans and stuff. I don't care. Pay a jillion $1 to Canelo a fight. That's your business. But the thing is, from a business perspective, it was never going to make sense. You dig? No pay-per-view. Canelo is not a salesman or a showman that gets everybody involved in his fights outside of the fact that he's a good fighter and people know who he is. He's not. He was never a Conor McGregor. I don't know what you're thinking. Fuck the Mayweather. You know, he don't sell no show like that. He don't even barely talk. Canelo press conference look like motherfucker studying at a library or something. You don't do shit. Man, what? What? And this is just the business. I'm not saying I like Canelo. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, but I'm saying we ain't never known. Errol Spence in the Sean Porter fight was far more entertaining than anything I've ever seen from. He said, "Man, you fight like you drowning. You fight like you can't swim. Man down." Like that whole bit from Errol Spence was literally made me want to watch the Sean Porter fight more than anything Canelo has said in a press conference. Who disagrees with the Dawn? Who disagrees with the God? Bro, who disagreed? That the Errol Spence and Sean Porter, the little tension and what Errol Spence was saying, man down. You fight like you can't swim. You an in-shape street fighter. Like him saying that little stuff, that made me want to see the fight even more. I already wanted to see it. I covered that fight too. Canelo always has the thinker look. That's what I'm saying. The motherfucker just sitting. He ain't doing shit. He said, boxing ego, remember Pizza Patron? Oh, yeah. How could I forget? Buy a fucking large combination pizziana and shit and get Dazn for 30 days. Man, what? Who is Cuz, bro? Like, who is Cuz? Like, get them out of here with these weird-ass decisions. Bro, we haven't known Canelo for being that. Conor McGregor, all right, he different. He make me want to watch the fight. I don't just because he be saying some crazy shit. I wanted to watch the Nate Diaz fight. I wanted to watch the Jose Aldo. Look at your fucking score. Like, he just be going in and like, it's funny and it's entertaining. Canelo don't do that. He said Canelo just looked like he pondering. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's more proof that the people up top with Dazn that got the money, they just trusted Eddie Hearns and Oscar De La Hoya to get this shit done. And whatever the boxing program they was running, they just ran with it. But see, that's what happened. Like, listen, I promise you, and I could talk all day and I could talk about experiences because that's me. That's what I live. I am a video editor. Before I was doing anything in boxing, I've always watched boxing, but before I had a channel my whole channel was not even going to be a boxing channel. Fun fact. I was putting up the music videos and different stuff that I was doing, like video edits and shit. So that's why it was called Ego's World, because it was just my world and my work and shit. But over time, I did the boxing stuff because there was a big fight or whatever. And then I was like, man. And then I started blowing up from it. And I just kept doing it, and the rest is history. But the point being is I come from that. When it comes to music, I write, I rap. I'm a writer. I'm not a biter, I'm a writer for myself and others. I say a big verse, I'm only picking up my brother. Bigging up my bro, I'm big enough to do it, I'm that thorough. Plus I know my own flow is foolish. So the rings and things you sing about, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Right? The video editing, I got that. I do that. DP, director of photography, I do that, right? So the great thing about having that background is even though I don't even have to do video edits anymore for people, like, because, people's rap videos, I can if I want. But the great thing about it is I still have the knowledge. I still stay sharp. I still edit. I still use my skills, right? So if it ever came to, let's say, to the point where the channel blew up even more and more, and I'm doing full on like boxing documentaries, even if I don't film it because I'm, some big wig and I don't have to, I still have the knowledge of knowing the rule of thirds and how to frame a shot and how to cut and J cuts and jump cut. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do that. Me. So I can always add input. Hey, go lower for that shot. Get a low angle shot looking up in this boxing gym. Is going to look better. You know what I'm saying? Hey, punch in real close. You need to fix the mic because you can't hear. I do that. This is what I do. So even if, like I said, I was more of a director role, I could still show people and like offer pointers. The problem with Dazn, the reason I'm saying this is this. Happy Memorial Day to you, Terrell. Damn, what the fuck? The reason I'm bringing up my forte and my background is because no matter how big I get, I still have my skill set. I still know hip hop. I still know rap. I know how to write. I still know how to video edit. So I can interject my 2 cents even if I have someone else film for me, right? That's not the case with Dazn. Dazn, the people up top with all the money don't know about boxing. That much is clear. Because if they knew about boxing, they would not allow Eddie Hearn to be doing what he was doing, and they would be interjecting and doing little things that would have been more beneficial. So they let somebody else steer the ship, mostly Eddie Hearn, and look where we're at right now. Yeah, get the likes up. You have to know about this beautiful sport of boxing. Why do you think Dazn does the most clout chasing out of anybody? There, all of the fights. Listen, the hottest fights that we're hearing from Dazn aren't happening, and it's other people talking about fighting other people that aren't happening. Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis. Ryan Garcia talking about fighting Devin Haney and Lomachenko. Dev wants to fight Loma and Teofimo. Eddie Hearn keep mentioning Joshua facing Fury. Eddie Hearn keep mentioning Dillian White getting a shot with Fury. Dillian White, talking about fighting Fury and Wilder and Andy Ruiz. Eddie Hearn keeps saying, I got emails I sent to Charlo about fighting Andre. But guess what? None of these fights are happening. How long you think you could pacify people with promises? Like, let's say you've been with your girl. You've been with that girl for 10 years. And you've been going steady. And she wants to have kids with you and move in and get married. Like on some jagged edge. I just want to get married. Yo, I dress. Right? She just want to get married. And you not really taking it serious and committing. She might end up checking out. Like, this man ain't really serious about the relationship like I am. You see what I'm saying? She want to get married and she spent 10 years with you. She going to expect that proposal. And had multiple warnings in the process. What you mean? Buy a chicken enchilada pizza and get a free Canelo fight ticket. Yeah, I mean, that's just goofy promotion. Motherfucker buy a pizza and get Dazn. What? Who came up with these ideas? These monkey ass ideas. These some monkey ass ideas. You ever heard a monkey ass idea? I know a monkey ass idea when I hear a monkey ass idea. And I told you, that's a lot of what Dazn was preaching and saying. It is weird. Like, spending energy on kind of the wrong stuff. Yo, make sure y'all smash the like button. So how about now? Oh, we got 12 dislikes. The haters is mad. That's funny. I don't give a fuck. The message is still out. You can't stop that. You can't stop these super chats, and you can't stop the messages out. So I don't give a fuck. Yeah, when they hate, donate. Yeah, man, it's looking real ugly. But like, and you know what? This is how I know it's looking ugly. If y'all want to know how I know it's looking ugly for Dazn, say how, ego. Say how, ego, in the comment section. I'm going to tell you. Or can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm going to show you. Okay, I'll prove it. Laughing my ass out. Matt Hearn said it's partly his fault. And Dazn niggas snitching on Dazn, so it ain't all on him. Nah, it's all your fault, dog. And we going to keep going. We going to keep cooking it up. Can I get a hell yeah? If y'all want to know, can I get a hell yeah, bro? I'm about to catch this body. I'm going to catch this body, son. I'm going to catch this body. Yeah, smash the like button. I see y'all. Y'all starting to wake up now a little bit. Yeah, man. It's just, you got to have people that know boxing. That's just what it is. Boxing is a totally different sport to any sport. You know what I mean? It's very different. You got a British dude talking about American takeover with no big American fights. But this is how I know it's ugly. Listen, look, smash the like button. Dazn was already trying to get cash, $500 million, which is a lot of money for someone to invest. Just look at the number, before the pandemic. So you would have to imagine that post-pandemic, that makes it worse for all businesses. So if you needed money and you were tired of funneling your own money and losing money, rich people don't like to lose money. You know that. If you were in that headspace before the pandemic, imagine now, post-pandemic. Imagine how you feel right now, when your subscribers are definitely dropping off because you have no live events. You have no live events. I noticed the loudmouth nationalist British trolls are awfully silent the last couple of days because I'm destroying them. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying them. That's why they silent. But they sure love the dislikes. Bro, as long as they hit the dislike button in secrecy and shut the fuck up. because that's all they can do. You can hit a dislike button, but you're not proving me wrong. You're not standing before this crowd, the crowd of your peers, and proving what I'm saying wrong, and the message is still out. So I don't really care about that. I told you, dealing with Ego Valley, you got something different. So before the pandemic, you were looking to inject money, a lot of it, so you don't have to keep taking the L. And so you're selling stake and equity and all that, right, of your company. So imagine with all the drop off that they surely have because of the pandemic and not having any monthly sports and income, and putting all their fucking shows, the little bit of shows that they do have, on YouTube for free. There's no incentive to get Dazn and pay for it when there's nothing on there. No European football, soccer, no Bellator, no boxing. There's no way it makes sense. And then the little free shows you have, podcasts and whatnot, interviews, you putting on Dazn for free. The Dazn YouTube for free. So that's one reason. Here's a second reason. Dazn, in my honest opinion, shout out to my man Cursor, he said they getting their ass whooped, like always. Block Rebel Machiavelli. I'm the Ego Valley. You ain't Machiavelli. Get him out of here. Cursor, one of y'all. Disrupt his shit. See? That's how you know they getting killed. They trying their best to distract from anything I'm talking about, but they won't rebuttal what I'm talking about. That's how you know we winning. Death Row East, believe in it. So this is another reason, aside from the fact that you needed to inject money and you were looking for investors before the pandemic. It has to surely be worse with the pandemic because everyone's business is probably suffered, except for a couple companies like Costco, because they're selling bulk toilet paper. Amazon probably, they probably doing better with online ordering and shit, people staying at home. But most businesses, restaurants and shit have suffered. But here's the other issue. I'm the GOAT, man. I gotta be the GOAT with this boxing talk, bruh. Look at how much stuff we get right. But here's the other issue. Aside from the fact, that's what happened with Dazn. You needed 500 million. You felt that you needed someone else's money to inject into this business to keep it going without suffering, more personal loss. You felt that way before the pandemic. It has to be worse. That's like me starving right now. And then, the little bit of food I had in my fridge, somebody ate. So if I was already starving beforehand, and then I had a little bit of stuff where I could make a ham sandwich or bologna sandwich, and then somebody ate the bologna, then I'm really starving, right? It's just simple mathematics. But here's the other issue. Dazn been out since 2018 in America. They've been out longer than that beforehand, but that's when they touched down America. What is their biggest fight? That's not a good sign, y'all. Let's vote right now. Watch Ross fights in Dazn. I don't even know who that is. Who's Ross? But listen, from Friends, listen to what I just said. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna kick the actual factuals. What is Dazn's biggest fight? Like a fight that was anticipated, blockbuster, did numbers, attracted a lot of subscribers, and was supposed to be big. Not like something that was a fluke and it ended up being a good fight. I'm talking about a big, massive fight where everybody knew it was going to be a good fight. Everybody was waiting for that fight. Everybody was checking for that fight. And the numbers added up to it being a big fight. Go. Triple G Canelo. No. Maybe I didn't make myself clear. A fight that they've had. Like something they've done. Triple G and Canelo has not happened on Dazn. So a fight that Dazn has already had on the books. Literally Ruiz, Joshua, maybe. Anybody else? Name a big fight, like massive fight, anticipated fight. It did numbers, etc. that Dazn has already had. Some people, the only answer I'm seeing is AJ Ruiz. And that's a strong maybe because they took it out of the fucking market where it would have probably generated the most buy rate in America. Because most of the stuff is about America. So I don't even consider that a big fight because they took it to Saudi Arabia. So they made big money for the site fee, but I don't think it was a big fight because it came on at 2:30 in the afternoon in America, you know? So that don't even block Rebel Machiavelli. Every time you see his name, block him. I don't even consider that a big fight like that because it could have been a big fight if they put it in like LA, Vegas, or even New York again. But they took it out of the market where that would have made the most dent in America. And then my man Jose says Canelo versus Jacobs, but that didn't do big numbers. He said Logan Paul KSI. See, listen, this is my point exactly. People are saying a couple of fights. I don't think any of those fights across the board hit all the values. You see what I'm saying? Anticipated, fans were checking for it. Boxing fans in America, right? So the point I'm making is simple. In my opinion, Dazn ain't really even had a big all the way around, any way you slice it, massive fight. They haven't. And you already struggling. So if you're already struggling and now you're talking about cutting fighters' purses, or Eddie Hearn is saying post-pandemic A-listers are going to have to take less money, then you in a world of fucking trouble. Listen to what I just said. I'm going to try to say it again because I want to make myself very clear with this point. The bottom line is you haven't really done a massive fight yet. I'm talking about, like, name one fight on DAZN that trumps Mayweather McGregor. That's bigger than Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz. Name one fight that they've put on that you feel across the board. The money it generated in Livegate, the press it got, the event it was, the anticipation factor. None of those fights that they've ever done have lived up to all those boxes being checked off. They have not put one fight on that's bigger than Mayweather McGregor. They haven't put one fight on bigger than Mayweather Canelo, Mayweather De La Hoya, Conor McGregor Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor Nate Diaz 2, Conor McGregor Khabib Nurmagomedov. These are smash hits. People wanted the Nurmagomedov press conference was lit with Conor. The event was lit. They started fighting after in the octagon and all this shit. It did over 1 million on pay-per-view. They haven't done none of that. He said Diaz versus Masvidal was on the Canelo Kovalev card. I'm so done with Phenomenal Mexican. He going crazy. Mayweather versus De La Hoya reruns. Exactly. He said Canelo versus Rocky Fielding. Get out of here. So you guys add that up. You ain't done no fight that's bigger than Conor McGregor's bigger fights. You ain't done nothing, like not even in the realm of Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo. You ain't done nothing in the realm of Mayweather Cotto, Mayweather Mosley, Mayweather De La Hoya, Mayweather Canelo, Mayweather Pacquiao, Mayweather McGregor. You ain't put on an event like that. So if you're already looking for cash and you have, how did you burn? Do you understand what I'm saying now? Is it starting to make sense? Is it clear to you? You're running out of money and you ain't even put on no big fight like that. That just clicked all the way around. That's not a good sign. That's not a good place to be in. Because what if that means you've mismanaged your money? You've overpaid people because you don't have one fight that trumps even Mayweather Maidana. Mayweather Maidana 2 did like 900 something thousand, almost 1 million. And it was anticipated because of the first fight. And it had a solid undercard. You ain't put no fight on like that. So that being said, if you're running low on money or you're more sparse with your money, and you're going to have to start curbing, especially with the pandemic, fighters' purses. How's that going to work? So when things were bountiful and plentiful, you still didn't put on no massive fight. Like, I'm talking about Wilder, Joshua when they were undefeated. You didn't do that. Eddie Hearn and Joshua was playing games. They didn't do it, and they didn't make the fight. Now they both lost. It's never going to be the same fight that it once was. Joshua, I don't even think people have the same level of confidence in him after the pair of Ruiz fights. And you ain't put on no big fight like that. Even Joshua Klitschko was a big fight, but that wasn't on DAZN. It was on HBO and Showtime in America. So the biggest fights, like, here, I'm going to break it down another way. Oh, my gosh. Ego Veli to Dawn. If y'all want me to break it down another way, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm going to make this make sense. Oh, my gosh. I'm bruising old media. I'm going to make you call me pretty. If you want me to break it down another way, can I get a hell yeah? I'll simplify it even more. I told you I break shit down to the molecule on this side, the real side. Just get them hell yeahs up and bring them likes up. There ain't nobody like us. All right, I'm going to break it down because I see my shooters and channel members, and they telling me what to do. Name the 3 or 4 biggest guys on DAZN. Watch how I break it down. Name the 3 or 4 biggest stars on DAZN. Biggest stars. Go. 3 or 4 biggest stars. Anybody you think that owns that title fights on DAZN, and they're the biggest act, the biggest star that DAZN has. Let's hear it. Watch how I do them. Name the biggest stars. You name the top 3, top 4. Because I think it should be easy. That should be a pretty easy question. All right, Canelo, AJ, and Golovkin. I would say that sounds very fair. Canelo, Triple G, and AJ. Okay, perfect. Well, AJ ain't signed to DAZN, but he fights on DAZN his last couple fights, so we'll use him. I agree with that. I would say Canelo, AJ, and let's say Triple G. Here's the bad. Listen, let me simplify it for you guys. Yeah, that's a technicality, though. AJ isn't I get it. He's not really technically signed to DAZN, but he's been fighting on DAZN, so I'm gonna use him. Watch how I do it. Watch how I do it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Herein lies the problem. We about to go in. Herein lies the problem. Let's say your biggest stars. I think that's a reasonable list. Canelo, Triple G, and AJ. Right? They fight on DAZN. So we'll just use them. Right? Right? Canelo, AJ, and Triple G. Very simply put, in a few words, those 3 biggest stars that you guys feel. Now name which one of them had their very biggest fight on the DAZN platform. Right? Very simple. Listen, we established that Canelo, Triple G, AJ are probably the biggest stars on DAZN. Now, using that, as a reference point, tell me which one of those 3 people have had their absolute biggest fight on the DAZN platform. Meaning, from 0 to whatever their record is, the biggest fight that they have on their resume took place on DAZN. Was a part of the DAZN package. Mike from Boston. Much love. Exactly. He said none of the 3. Triple G, I don't know if you don't understand the question, but hell no. Triple G, so you mean to tell me Triple G fought Steve Rolls and he fought Derevyanchenko? That is not his biggest fight. His fights with Canelo were bigger than that, and that didn't happen on DAZN. So I don't even know what you're talking about. You see, that's bad. Okay, so Triple G, one big star, right? That's allegedly what they say. His 2 fights with Canelo were on HBO. His fight with Danny Jacobs was on HBO. Those are his 3 biggest fights in his career. Even if you add the Kell Brook fight, that was on HBO. His 4 biggest fights, 2 Canelo fights, a Jacobs fight, and Kell Brook fight, was all on HBO. None of which was on DAZN. Let's look at Canelo. His biggest fights would be 2 Triple G fights and Mayweather. That's 3 fights. Add the Lotta fight, and they were on somebody else's network. They were on HBO. And the Cotto fight, right? And the Julio Cesar Chavez. That was all HBO. So all of Canelo's biggest fights have not taken place on your app. Now, who's the other motherfucker? Oh, AJ. I mean, he don't have as many fights, but his biggest fight is clearly the fight we respect him for the most is the Klitschko fight. Oh, guess what? Didn't take place on DAZN. It was on HBO and Showtime at that time. You know, when he became a champion, Charles Martin, that was on Showtime. So how do you have it where you're paying? Just listen to the failed business model from a YouTuber. That's sad when a YouTuber got more knowledge than billionaires and people pulling strings, right? But whatever. Such is life. Your big 3, none of their biggest fights took place on your network, yet they got more money they ever have on your network. That don't make sense. It doesn't. There's no way you can make that make sense. So the fight that they have that's the biggest fights on their resume didn't take place on your platform, yet you're paying them more money than they made for those fights that didn't take place on your platform, and they're getting more money for lesser fights. That don't make sense. There's no way you can make it. That's like, would you pay $125 for filet mignon, you know, an aged steak, or $125 for a bowl of Cheerios? It don't make sense. The filet mignon, aged steak, if it was all that, you know, you would pay more money for the more of the commodity, the lobster, the crab, the steak. You're not going to pay $125 and then the restaurant serves you some fucking Cheerios and milk. That don't cost no $125. You see, I'm the king of analogy, so I'm just giving you different ways to think about it. So that business model don't make sense. Your biggest stars had their biggest fights on other people's platforms, not yours, yet you paid them more without pay-per-view than they made in those biggest fights. So Joshua had a bigger fight with Klitschko, but he get paid more fighting Povetkin or Ruiz or some shit. And the anticipated fight was the Klitschko fight. Canelo fights Mayweather, but you pay him more to fight Rocky Fielding. You pay him more to fight Jacobs. You pay him more to fight Kovalev. And he ain't doing the numbers he did with Mayweather. And it's not on pay-per-view like the Mayweather fight. He get more money than he made versus Cotto, but you got him fighting Kovalev, waiting for UFC 241 to conclude because you scared to go heads up with it. Man, if that makes sense to you, get off my channel. Please do. Yes, Triple G versus Jacobs was on HBO. I know, because I was there. If that in your head makes business sense, then please stay off of my channel, because you need to be in one of them classes, you know, where you got to wear a helmet and shit, because that, you know, that don't make sense, bro. So that's a simplified way of putting it. Your biggest stars had their biggest fights elsewhere, yet you're paying them more than they got in their biggest fights elsewhere, and they're not putting anything comparable. Like, I could understand if Canelo was fighting Charlo in Texas at the Alamo Dome, and it was like 65,000 people showed up, and you want to pay him 36 million, then that's your business. You know, because we know that fight's going to generate some money. But what the man fans do and whatnot is they'll make excuses for Canelo to not fight those big fights. You know, not fight, like even the David Benavidez. Who believes that Canelo and David Benavidez in Texas at the Alamo Dome would do less numbers and generate less interest than Rocky Fielding in New York? Come on, bro. So why would DAZN allow Canelo to fight Rocky Fielding at that price point? They're paying him $20 million for that fight or whatever. But then there's guys like Charlo, there's guys like David Benavidez. You know, in Texas, those fights would do way better numbers because they'd be actually anticipated. How can DAZN? That's why I have no mercy. I feel no sympathy. You know, I'm on some Drago shit. If he dies, he dies. I have absolute no mercy because you splurged and you took the gamble and you spent foolishly and you did it against new media. New media told you every step of the way that this don't make sense. And now you guys are seeing that it don't make sense. So why would I feel any remorse when you've been warned? You were warned about this crazy spin. First of all, listen, I look at it like this. I have a business. Obviously, it's not a billionaire business like DAZN or whatever. I don't have as much money as DAZN. That's cool. But it's still a business, a small business, right? If I have to break my bank to get someone in the door to the point where it could spoil me, then I don't need them. Why would I overextend myself and put myself in harm's way financially trying to acquire something or somebody, you know? Like, or even you could do this, it don't even have to be a person, it could be a possession. Like, if you make a certain amount a year and you're trying to get a Lambo, it's the same concept. Your car payment is going to be insane. Getting a Lambo, you have to have a certain level of income to the point where that makes sense. You trying to, you know, you working at Target at the lower level. You know, you're not like the big wig or Target store manager, operations regional, and you trying to get a Lambo with legal Target money. You know, you might not work out for you unless you're in the higher up in a certain tax bracket. Same concept. So why would I take on a car payment like a Lambo that I can't keep up with just to say I have a Lambo? So it's the same concept. Canelo's the Lambo. If you got to pay him this monstrous thing that could break you just to appease him, that's problems you don't really need. You know? If you got to pay Triple G, so I reject Eddie Hearn's deposit. He said in his interview that we had to lure people in. You could lure them in, but you ain't got to lure them in to the point that you put yourself in financial harm's way. You ain't got to do all that. You could have gave Triple G a cool, hey, you fighting Steve Rolls, $6 million. Bro, you fighting Steve Rolls. That's a lot of money for that. Phenomenal Mexican. Canelo Benavidez would be huge here in Arizona. Facts. So that's what I'm saying. So all they had to do is make the pays even slightly reasonable. Okay, Canelo, you fighting Rocky Fielding. Instead of us giving you $22 million, I'll give you, $7 million. It's the whole way you paying is stupid, bro. Mikey Garcia is fighting Jesse Vargas off of a loss, $7 million. Chavez Jr. versus Jacobs. They both getting, total combined of $13 million or whatever the fuck it is, $18 million. These aren't even that type of fight. And you're not doing pay-per-view. There's no way that's gonna work. The only way it would work is if you're very ambitious and you think that it's gonna attract so many subscribers. But then your business model don't make sense because you can opt in and opt out. So there's no commitment. There's no long-term commitment. They would have had to do something like, if you want DAZN, you got to get it for 6 to 8 months. You know, it had to be like a lease, like an apartment lease or some shit. But with the people's ability to month it and cancel and say, oh, I don't want this shit. It's just, how you going to justify that? DAZN clearly don't know the American market. People are looking for deals, discounts. They're frugal and they're looking for savings, especially now with the pandemic. So if you're a loose boxing fan and you fuck with Canelo, then you're probably going to get his fights. You're not going to be like, oh, well, I can get Canelo fight for $9.99 or $20, or I can just give him $100 for a year's worth of DAZN. Because why? People don't feel comfortable unless you know you're going to watch DAZN for a year. So why the fuck would you give them $100 because you want to see Canelo's fight? People don't think like that. They think like that if they feel they'll get the long-term value out of it. You see what I'm saying? If you don't, here, I'm the king of analogies. Watch this. Let's say you have a spotty relationship with the gym. And the gym says, hey, you'll save money if you get the 2-year, prepaid package, or you could do month to month. A lot of people, if you don't know you're going to stay in the gym, right, and be disciplined, then you'll probably do the month to month because then it's easy to get out of, versus the 2-year commitment. They got all your money up front and you don't know if you're going to go to the gym religiously and get your money's worth. That's how buyers think. The consumer thinks. You don't want to, it just sounds better, $9.99 a month, and then I could cancel when I want, versus here's all my money in a lump sum. Come on, bro. I've had a DAZN sub just to watch Liam and Caleb Liam. Facts. It's looking ugly, man. Looking real ugly. You just can't justify this type of spending and not get what you want back out of it. You know what I mean? So, like, if anything, they should have been. Hold on, y'all. Yo, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get something for y'all. One second, yo. Smash the like button while we at it. Yeah, smash the like button. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Let me see. I'm trying to pull something up for y'all. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. 1 second, y'all. Oh shit. You know, I might have to do. Hold on, I'm gonna try one more thing. Hold on 1 second, yo. That's hella weird. Actually, hold on. I think I know another way I can do it. My bad, yo. I'm trying to show y'all something. We got a super chat. Kevin Slim's Dazn is failing because of the arrogance of Hearn. You already know, bro. You already know. Hold on. I'm trying to get this to work. YouTube switch some stuff. Why won't it allow me? This shit is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's not working right now. But hold on, I'm gonna jump back on the screen. Yeah, man, it just don't make sense. The little business model and all that. Let's see if I can pull it up here. You know what? I'm gonna do it like that. I got it. All right, look. This is what I'm reading from. Dazn reportedly searching for cash infusion, possibly by selling the whole business. Y'all see that? New media. We control the narrative. Don't sound good. It says COVID pandemic has hit many industries hard. Sports and sports media being near top the list. It says for a business model in large part reliant on the stability of monthly revenue, that's dangerous. DAZN has taken steps like furloughing employees and planning to withhold rights payments to leagues that are shut down. According to the Financial Times report, DAZN's leadership is exploring even more drastic options in an effort to stay afloat, up to and including being willing to put the whole business up for sale. Bro, what? Where is Cursor? Cursor, where are all the people that said Showtime will be out of business in a year and they was co-signing that shit from Eddie Hearn? Can you find them for me? I need my shooters to find them. Eddie Hearn says Showtime will be out of business. It should have been October of last year because he said 1 year, and that was October of the previous year. It was October 2018 he said that. So Showtime Boxing should have been out of the business in October of 2019, 1 year. Instead, we hear that Gervonta Davis is going to fight Leo Santa Cruz on pay-per-view post-pandemic. So I need to know where those Eddie Hearn and old media fans and you British teeth bastards in the comment section that was saying, oh, haha, PBC's out of here and Dazon's the future, get used to it, mate, and all this. Where are they now? Can you please find them? Can you contact VH1? Where are they now? Because this shit don't look good. Look, man, what? They have a tweet from somebody. They said the business that made little sense before the pandemic makes even less sense now. Good luck, investors. People, I can't wait. I'm going to be talking about this for a minute. You have to understand, if you're looking to sell your business, who wants to take on something that is failing? Who wants to, okay, it's a gamble if something is broken and fail. Like, here's an example. YouTube is owned by Google. That wasn't always the case. YouTube was its own company and it was massively successful, and then Google bought them out. Same thing with Instagram. Instagram was blowing up and Facebook bought them, right? So those are examples of doing it the right way. When you're popping and, you know, people want to buy you. Beats by Dre, popping, selling headphones. Apple bought them out, right? So those are all examples of businesses that aren't fledgling and people, investors, you know, buying them out because they want, you know, they want in on that. There's a ton of apps that, you know, it started off as an independent app. Like there's a shortcuts app, and then Apple bought them out because it was so popular. You see what I'm saying? But that's not the case for Dazn. We're in a pandemic. Dazn has undoubtedly lost subscribers during the pandemic, and now they're at the point where they're trying to sell. So you have to look at it. It's not impossible, but an investor has to feel like they will get a return on their investment by buying you out or taking over or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, who's going to want to take the wheel of a car that's finna crash? You see what I'm saying? You don't want to take the wheel. You're like, hell no. So who's going to want to take the wheel of Dazn if it's failing right now? You don't have licensing for any big sports, you know, like NFL, NBA, and all that. You're not the biggest in boxing. You're overpaying Canelo and Triple G. Triple G, you're overpaying, and he looked horrible in his last fight. So who's going to want to assume that debt and potential risk? That's why the guy said, good luck, investors. I mean, think about it if it's you. If you have $500 million, would you invest in Dazn right now? All things considered. Would you be like, hey, this is the company. If I had $500 million to buy someone or do this and that, or would you buy Musical.ly and turn it to TikTok? You know? Musical.ly was popular, and then they got bought out and became TikTok. And now that's big. That's like, would you rather buy Snapchat, Instagram, or something, or Vine, which looked like it was on its way out, and then it goes out? So you bought Vine, and then nobody uses Vine anymore because Snapchat came out. Simple business, simple arithmetic. He said, fuck no, I'd rather give the money away. Fact, that's what I'm saying. I would buy my mama a crib or some shit. I am not, what? Or just keep it in savings, you know? You just got to make business make sense. And the funny thing is, you notice Eddie Hearn has been tamed. Like, he said all this American takeover shit. He don't even talk. That's how you know new media won. Because all the shit old media was saying, you notice they don't say it anymore. They said Showtime Boxing's going out of business. Nobody's saying that. They saying Wilder, like you seen in the title, should have signed to DAZN. Nobody's saying that now. They said that PBC was out of here because DAZN's the future and the king of boxing and stream. Nobody's saying that. They said DAZN had endless amount of money. Nobody's saying that. DAZN has a bigger budget than HBO and Showtime combined, per Eddie Hearn's word. Nobody's saying that. They said subscribers and a subscription-based stream is the future of sports, and nobody watches on pay-per-view. Pay-per-view's dead. Nobody's saying that. Dana White ain't saying pay-per-view's dead. Bro, get this shit out of here, bro. I'm sick of even talking about this. I'm not sick because I'm coming back with some more heat. So, anyway, that's my time. But it's this looking like an uphill battle, bro. And how do you get people's trust back? The other thing, like little things, during this pandemic, DAZN has done a piss poor job to me of informing the public and the subscribers of their options. Like, say I bought the $100 yearly package. What happens to my money since you ain't been running boxing? And you might not come back to June, July. So that's months of my money that I got nothing, no content for. All the content that you put out for the last couple months or whatever is on YouTube for free. What you doing with my money, done? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good? What's popping with my money? They have not addressed this. They have not told fans, hey, hang in there. So these aren't good signs, bro. He said, where's Tracy Morgan when they need him? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how you know we won, bro. They doubted everything that I said, everything Eagles Army was saying, all the wisdom that we were dropping, all the questions we had. They were saying that we were just hating and there was no reason to have these questions. Streaming's the future. Nobody wants to apply pay-per-view. I know y'all remember all of this. They said, oh, who rather spend $80 when you can get $9.99 a month? Now you can't even say that because they raised the price to $20 a month. You know? They're like, oh, but it's still a great value, $100 versus $180 pay-per-view. Where are all these people? You going to go right back to fucking when Conor McGregor comes back, order the fucking pay-per-view if you want to see it. Gervonta versus Leo Santa Cruz, order the fucking pay-per-view. Teofimo Lomachenko, order the fucking pay-per-view. Wilder Fury 3, order the fucking pay-per-view. How did they alleviate the game of, rid the game of pay-per-views? And once again, this is how you know we been beat these busters. Hearn came out pompous and you don't really hear him saying nothing. Why all them 40-minute interviews that you was doing with IFL and all these UK channels and shit? Why don't you do a 40-minute, hour-long interview and update us on DAZN and DAZN possibly selling the whole company, selling equity? Why Eddie Hearn ain't got nothing to say now? Where's the Eddie Hearn 40-minute interview? I want to watch a 40-minute Eddie Hearn interview giving us an update on DAZN and talking about the $1 billion war chest and Showtime Boxing going out of business. And the funny thing is, you could say whatever. Ego, you hate and you being petty. This is what this man said. I didn't make these claims. So you can't throw that on me. He said we got $1 billion budget and we coming, and I would be trembling if I was an American promoter. Well, do you think they're still trembling? How about now? So how about now?
Whole load of other new sports coming over the next couple of months. So it's like these guys, they mess around. You know, I'm like, listen, we did our deal and we're very pleased with how it's gone. And we're slowly, you know, breaking into the market. They're like, give them the money, give everyone the money. I'm like, no, slowly. Because then, if you give them the money then, next time it's going to get more expensive and it's just going to get out of control. So we're trying to make the right business moves. But these guys, they don't want to wait. You know, so the Canelo fight came up, the opportunity came up.
He said, give these guys the money, give these guys the money. These guys don't want to wait. So you still don't want to wait? You still don't want to wait? You still want to just give them the money? Bro, how you? I told you, man, I'm the GOAT. I don't give a fuck. I'm the GOAT, bro. I told you. They was treating DAZN like Brewster's Millions. If you ever watched that movie with Richard Pryor. It's a movie about a guy that basically gets $1 million or whatever, and he has to spend it like in a certain amount of time, a day or some shit. That's how they treating this shit. Like that Bad Boy song. If I had 24 hours to live, who would you go? Who would you screw? You just blowing through the money, bro. You got 2-3 fighters, AJ, Triple G, and Canelo, swallowing your whole budget. You giving Mikey $7 million off a loss. You clout chasing fights and then not producing those fights. Andrade and Charlo. You didn't give us Andrade Charlo. Man. Y'all want to see a dead body? Because that's how you catch a body. Bro, this some Boys in the Hood shit. Y'all want to see a dead body? I just showed you. I told you stop fucking with me. I told y'all 9-10 times ago stop fucking with me. I told you got to 9 on me. Stop fucking with me. So where's the Eddie Hearn $1 billion budget now? Why is Eddie Hearn saying, oh, we paid ridiculous amount? I've been told you that. How's a little YouTuber like me told you this from the beginning and you just now see it and you a millionaire and you working with a $1 billion company and all this stupid shit? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. This shit, bro, what? Y'all want to see a dead body? Bro, that's how you catch a body. I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep coming back. I'm doing more videos about this because we've been beat these busters, bro. I've been told you all of this. None of it was making any sense. So please let me know and send me on my Instagram the hour-long Eddie Hearn interview where he said Showtime, like I'm talking about a new interview where I want to hear him say pay-per-view's dead. I want to hear him say that PBC did this wrong and take shots at Al Heyman. I want to hear him say that Showtime Boxing will be out of business. I want to hear him say that we have more money than HBO and Showtime Boxing combined. I want to hear him talk about the American takeover. Keep that same energy. This is the same energy that you came into America with. Now that you're fledgling and on the verge of selling, the company is, I want to hear you talk that same talk you was talking. That's it. Listen, how is it that me, a little old YouTuber, I'm talking the same 2018 talk in 2020, but not everybody wants to play by these same rules? I'm saying the same thing in 2020 that I said in 2018, but nobody else got to play by those same rules? Oh, yeah, it's going down. Yeah, we're going to be spending a lot of quality time together. See you later, sweetie, honey, sugar. This is gonna be funny. And now, like I said, I'm doing more videos about this. I'm gonna hit you with different angles and stuff. We gonna work. We gonna cook on this stuff. The other thing is, you ain't even done no big fight like that. You ain't done no big fight like that, and you already run down of money. Who the fuck Canelo fight? He fought Rocky Fielding, Jacobs, which was and the Kovalev fight, which looked cap. That shit looked FAF. And you already burned through the budget? But it must be nice, white man, blue eyes. He sold you a dream and said, whoop, 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 and we can do this. And, we're just starting out. Wait till we gain steam. Where's any of the stuff he said he was going to deliver? We get more sports. Where are the more sports at? What have you done? Except for talk about fights, Charlo Andrade, Devin Haney versus Loma. You didn't make none of those fights. And now coming off the pandemic is only going to get worse. That's my time. Holla at the kid. We working. Shout out to everybody for messing with the channel. Bro, it is looking very bad. Now you got the billionaire trying to bail out. Where's Eddie Hearn? When he does a new interview talking about DAZN trying to sell, then you need to tag me in that because I can't wait to watch that. I want to hear about the American takeover and all that stuff. Same energy. I got the same energy from 2018 and 2020, and we just getting better. Cursor said they believe that bullshit. Man, I want them British teeth. Where them British teeth at that was in my channel? Bro, I ain't never forget. I got the memory of an elephant. I remember everything you told me. They said don't start a war unless I got my money right. Well, I got my money right. Now I want war. Let me know what you guys think.